Hello and welcome to my work and finance class. Today's topic is to lower expenses. So I appreciate you attending. My name is Andrea and I'll be guiding you through today's class. So I'm always curious where everybody is joining in from around the world. This just gives me an idea of how our community is growing throughout the world. So if you can, share with me in the comments and I very much appreciate it. So a little bit about me. I'm calling in from Maryland, which is on the eastern coast of the United States. I'm a wife and mother of 4, and each day my family and I, we live with 12 healthy habits in order to enjoy a better quality of life and also to support the success of what God calls us to do. And because those habits have been transformative to our lives, I make sure to share guidance on both how to implement and stick with each of those healthy habits so that we can all live truly thriving lives. So I'll share later on more about the videos and workbooks, classes, and support groups that I offer throughout the week. But for now, I want to go ahead and jump right into today's class. So our goal for today is to plan ways to lower your expenses so that you can keep more of what you earn and build wealth more quickly. So I just want to make a note now so you can grab it. Please grab a pencil, paper, and a calculator. So while we're together today, we'll estimate how much wealth we actually keep each month. We'll consider ways to comfortably reduce our expenses. We'll look into considering alternative ways to live that can lower our expenses. We'll create some expense lowering goals, and we'll designate the use of reclaimed income so that it's not eaten up by something else. So first we're going to start by estimating our wealth that we keep each month. All right, so grab that pencil, paper, and calculator and draw 2 vertical lines so that you have thirds on your page. So 2 vertical lines so you have thirds on your page. So on the top left, write monthly income. And at the top of the center column, write monthly expenses. And on the top right, write total saved each month. All right, we're going to start with monthly income. So under monthly income, write how much you earn on average each month from each job that you have. Don't add it up yet. Don't add it up just yet. Just leave it for now, and we'll do that later. So how much you make from each job each month. This is just a ballpark. Now, under monthly expenses, write how much you spend on average each month on things like your rent, your mortgage, your BGE bill or car bill, groceries. For simplicity, just estimate and just kind of put together all the different things that are entertainment, like movies, sports and games, restaurants. Just put that underneath entertainment and just have a ballpark for that. And still, don't add these things up yet. We're just going to leave it for now, and we'll do that in a moment. All right, so draw a straight line under what you have so far, under the numbers you have so far, and go ahead and add that up. And once you have your totals, just put a square or rectangle around your total. And you're going to have a total for column 1 and a total for column 2. Let's go ahead and subtract your expenses from your income. So subtract your expenses from your income and then write the amount that you have left over in column 3. The amount you have left over in column 3. And you can label that amount that you have left over each month as current monthly savings total. So let's just put it into perspective. This is how much wealth you actually keep each month. No matter how much you earn or how little you earn, this is how much you actually keep each month. Are you pleasantly surprised? Displeased? If it's less than you'd like for it to be, that can be very difficult because you worked really hard for that. You spent hours of your day. You had to do things that you maybe didn't want to do. You had to spend time you may not have wanted to spend. And it can be hard to come and notice and see that even though you earned all this money, that you have very little left at the end of it that really is something that you get to, play with, something you get to kind of not just play with, but build with, that you get to save and kind of have that wealth left over. So now that we have a rough estimate of how much wealth we actually keep each month, let's run the numbers on some ways to actually comfortably reduce our expenses. First, let's set up your page. So under your monthly income total, write comfortable savings items. And these could be things that you can add in whatever you want to add in. It could be things like at restaurants, drinking water instead of juice or soda, because water is free. You can also reduce how often you go to restaurants. Having off-brand clothes and shoes for things that don't matter, like socks. And for movies, you could do only matinee movies. So under your monthly total expenses column, now you want to write comfortable savings amount. Comfortable savings amount. And this is the amount that you could save comfortably each month for each item. So draw a straight line under that from edge to edge and add them all up. And then label that total comfortable monthly savings total. Comfortable monthly savings total. So this is how much more wealth you could be comfortably saving each month. Better? Or still not enough? So those other ways were comfortable ways. Now let's consider some alternative ways of living that can lower your expenses even more. So under your I could spend less list, write aggressive savings items. Aggressive savings items. And this could be cutting out certain things altogether. You could completely cut out restaurants. You could completely cut out entertainment, that car payment, maybe even childcare or rent. You'd have to get creative, obviously, but those things are possible. So once you total up all the things that you think you could aggressively eliminate from your budget, then write aggressive savings total. This is where you're aggressively each month reducing your expenses significantly or by completely getting rid of that expense. So draw a straight edge underneath of those items from edge to edge and now total that. Total all those things that you could aggressively save by eliminating and add all that up. And the total that you get, that's your maximum monthly savings total. Your maximum monthly savings total. This is the maximum wealth that you could keep each month if you were willing to alter your lifestyle. It's a lot, right? So it's helpful to create an expense lowering goal. So now that we can see how much extra that we could save by altering our ways of living, let's pull from those potential ideas and choose what we'll aim to try to save on in the coming weeks and months. But before you decide, let's do one more thing. Let's look at column 3 and multiply your current monthly savings total times 12. Let's multiply also that comfortable monthly savings total times 12. And let's multiply your aggressive savings total by 12. The answers you get is how much you could save by sticking to that monthly savings amount for a year. Take a look at how much more wealth you could build. When you realize that, when you see that, then you might be more willing to save that much each month. All right, so now that you can see the long-term savings potential for each option, look over your comfortable savings items and amounts and your aggressive saving amounts. All right, so we can kind of put all these together. We're going to put together the aggressive and the comfortable savings amount. So we're going to circle the items in the comfortable savings amount that we want to carry over and the items for the aggressive savings amount. So we're going to add that all together, and this is going to be your expense lowering goal. So once you have a total, we add it all together, this is your expense lowering goal. And of course, just for fun, multiply that goal times 12 to calculate your yearly goal. Now, whether your new expense lowering goal is $5,000 a month, $500 a month, or $5 a month, any amount saved regularly will increase your wealth. So it's really vitally important to designate the use of the reclaimed income. So now that we know how much we'll be saving by sticking with our new expense goals, we want to make sure that we designate exactly what that's going to be for. What is that money that we're saving going to be for? Is it going to be for a monthly bouquet of flowers for yourself? Is it going to be for a new mani-pedi? Is it going to be a monthly day trip that you want to save for? Maybe a weekend trip? Or will you let it accumulate so that you can use it for more ambitious interests? Maybe a quarterly weekend trip or a quarterly home improvement project. Or maybe it can be for a yearly cruise. Will you let it accumulate even more? For 2 years? 5 years? 20 years? Now keep in mind, we can't spend the same dollar twice. So avoid designating the same dollar amount for two different uses. Once you really get to saving these things, don't just not go to the restaurant. Actually take time to transfer that amount in your bank account into your savings to make sure that it's not eaten up by something else unintentionally. It's also good to keep in mind that life is still happening right now. So make sure that whatever you do, whatever you choose to do with your savings, that you're still living to the fullest now. And it may not need to be at a restaurant that you're living to the fullest. Maybe you just go to the grocery store and get some fresh fruit and sit and have a picnic outside. So enjoy the sunset, enjoy the breeze, and enjoy the free things in life. And treat yourself to the fruits of your savings other times too. So you may have noticed earlier that I said that my family and we live with 12 healthy habits in order to enjoy a better quality of life. So then, work and finance is just one of the 12. We embrace all these healthy habits so that there will be less bad habits to sabotage our efforts to obey God, and also more good habits to support our success as we live to do all that Yahweh called us to do. For work and finance, as well as for each of the 12 healthy habits, I offer guidance via videos, workbooks, classes, and support groups to help you to both implement and stick with each habit. So if you could use more guidance with this or any of the 12 healthy habits, I'm here to guide you, and you can find more details on my website, which is trulythrivinglives.org. So I'd love to know, how did you enjoy today's class, and what questions do you have for me? You can always let me know in the comments below, or if you'd like, you can save your questions for support group or for coaching. Either way, I look forward to supporting you along your journey. Thank you again for attending, and I hope you have a blessed day.